So at this point, you guys should be pretty much done with everything. All we have left is deploying the application and doing your showcase. So there is a little hands-on on deploying. So you're going to go through this little lecture demo. We are deploying to myasp.net. So you are going to have to sign up for a free trial. And you'll notice when you click on that and scroll down that you get a 60-day free trial, and they do not require a credit card. And so what this gives you is the ability to create a website and a database that we can connect to using Web Deploy. Okay, so you're going to walk through the lecture demo. There is a video at the bottom. And I'll go ahead and click on it. So the top part just kind of gives you an overview of how everything works. Okay, and then we actually walk through doing it down here at the bottom. And I do have a video that I'll be linking in. And so you're going to be deploying the authentication project, which is very similar to your term project in that there is the login system with its own context file, and then you have your database files that go with your model, and there's a context file for those. So what you are going to be deploying here is similar to your project. So you're going to walk through this, and when you're done, you should have a deployed application. And so you're going to be taking the URL from that deployed application and putting it into this Dropbox. Now, the one downside to using the myasp.net is that if you're using this free trial, you can only do one website and one database. And what that means is after you submit to the Dropbox, I have to correct it. And then once I correct it, you can delete the website and the database and do new ones for your term project. For students that are also in my 255 class, I highly recommend getting 2 free accounts. You just use 2 different email addresses, and then you can have one account that you use for that class and one that you use for this class, because trying to deploy all of these different applications to one account would be a little nerve-wracking. So that's the first part of what you're going to do this week. And then once you walk through this, you'll be ready to deploy your own project. So you'll basically go through the same procedures to deploy your project, and then you will put a link to that deployed project here. And I also want a link to your PowerPoint that you created for the showcase. And I will remind you that these are the requirements for the capstone, which should be pretty much done except for deployment. And then these are the requirements for your showcase. You're going to have a PowerPoint presentation, and you're going to do a video that basically demonstrates your deployed web application and kind of runs through the PowerPoint. Then you're going to come up here and you're going to add to our showcase peer review a link to your deployed application, and you need to upload the showcase video. Or you can do a link to your showcase video. Like if your video's on YouTube or whatever, a link is perfectly fine. That has to be done by 12/12. Okay, and then you'll have a week to review everybody else's projects. Since our class is small, all of the projects that were submitted on time you should review, and you'll just reply to their posting. And some things to look at for the application would be the level of functionality, the look, feel, and style, the ease of use for the user interface, and as far as the presentation, the organization and the flow, the completeness, and the quality. Those would be things that you could take a look at when you are doing your review. The reviews all need to be done by Saturday the 18th because that is the end of the semester. The other thing that you have for this week is a cumulative unit test. Okay, and it's open book, open note. And again, this does need to be done by Saturday, the 18th, 11:59 p.m. If you guys have any problems or questions about what you need to do in these last couple weeks, please let me know. I am happy to help.